Hi everyone, and welcome to this channel. It's been a while since we had a conversation on this channel, and I thought it's high time that we have some consistency in terms of our video uploads. So many challenges have been here and there, but I think we'll have more conversations and fruitful conversations from now going into the future. So today I want to talk about something that I saw on social media, and I thought, why not give my own point of view on what I think about the same. There is a post that was put up on Twitter by an influencer, if I may say so, and here is what he was putting out across. He was claiming that employees are having a problem in terms of setting up new companies because they believe that the youth are dishonest and they just like to think about stealing from the employer. So here's what I think. As much as what I saw on the post, which will be put up on this channel, raised legit concerns, there is one other side of this story that was not talked about. You see, I have a problem when someone says that employees are dishonest, and this is an individual whom, when you're going to recruit the same employees, you are asked for bribes. You know, what are you setting as a precedence, as an employer, that is, when during the recruitment process, when you want to recruit employees for your organization, you either ask for money or even to some extent, some ask for sex in exchange for that job. I understand, yes, we might have a few youths here and there who might be dishonest, which is something that has been there in many people, not just the youth at all, only that is. There are many people who are dishonest out here. But when you say that the youth are dishonest, and when you are recruiting the same people to work for you, you ask for bribe and sex, you are definitely sending a message to these recruits that here in this company, what or the culture that we have is for you to succeed, you have to be dishonest in one way or the other, or you must either be corrupt in one way or the other, because that's the message you're sending out there. You know, most employees or employers, that is, determine what an organization looks like. The culture of that organization is dependable on the employer. If you are able to set the precedence and tell people this is what my organization or company should look like, then definitely emulate that. Take a look at example on how we appoint our leaders in the country. We have people who are corrupt. We know thieves. We know people who have been alleged to be sexual offenders, but they're sitting in parliament making laws for you guys. And you know what happens? It's you guys who vote for this kind of people. So the leadership in the country reflects what the citizen looks like. And if you look at an organization or company, if you look at the employees and you see that they're dishonest and they're thieves, you need to look deeper as an employer. What image is it setting? Because most of the time, the employees just reflect what values you as an employer have set in your organization. So it is not just a matter of the youth being dishonest, it's also a matter of how the employer or the one who is putting up these startup businesses, the culture that they are setting as they are putting up this business. So you cannot lift all the burden and put it on the youth and say that it is them who are dishonest and thieves. But the employer, on the other hand, also plays a role. They are also dishonest in one way or the other. I have worked with youth. I've seen so many youth who are very honest in their dealings. So I think as much as we have a fraction who are dishonest in terms of the job, then we also need to also understand that some of them are, in fact, a huge number of the youth are very honest. Employees will always be dishonest with you as an employer and will not do their best if you as an employer also do not treat them as human beings. If the environment you have set for the people to work in your organization is very hostile or it is a toxic environment, then be sure that the employees are definitely going to have an issue with you as an employer. They're not going to be honest with you and they're not going to work as they should. Organizations that treat their employees with some humanity touch in it, with some values that they have put in place at the workplace and with some mutual respect towards the employees will definitely reap more from the employees. But if an employer treats the employees like slaves, then you're bound to have employees who are not respecting you in one way or the other, or they'll just fear you, but they're not going to do their best at that place of work. So if as an employer you think that your employees are definitely dishonest, you need to also look at yourself. What values have you put in your place of work? If you recruit people based on competency, based on what they bring to the table, then I believe you're going to get more from those kinds of employees than if you ask people for bribes in order to employ them and expect them to be honest. You cannot hire a thief and expect them not to steal. So that is what you're going to get. So as much as some youths are dishonest, I believe we cannot put that burden all entirely on the youth. I believe the employers and those who are starting up these businesses have the role to play in terms of setting up the values that that organization need to operate upon. So it is upon the employer and the employee to foster a kind of relationship that will promote honesty between the employer and the employees, and even within the employees themselves, rather than create an environment where you start off on a dishonest platform. You have seen people who have worked so hard in organizations, right? People who have put their best, people who have done everything. They have committed everything to that job that they're doing. They have given everything for the company, and they have represented the company in far much greater extent. But when it comes to things like promotions, you hear that they are being told that they have to pay some form of money. They have to either even pay with sex to get a promotion. That is. So it is the environment and the culture you set up as an employer that will also determine what kind of employees that will work within that organization. So as much as, yes, to one extent, I agree with what the post said, which definitely will be put here on this channel, I believe that it is a situation where the employer and the employee need to both work to meet a middle ground so that we have a form of a mutual understanding where both of us need to know we are working towards honesty. And the moment you put up the cultures and values for the organization and you enforce those values, I believe that the employees will definitely fall in line. So it's upon the employer to determine how the organization runs, and it's not the employee's entire problem or rather role to push the organization to be what it is. The employer sets the values, the employees will follow. The employer leads, the employees follow. So if the employer is an honest person, you're definitely going to get employees who will definitely strive to maintain that kind of value in the organization. So that's what I believe and think about the post. And I just want to know what you think about the whole thing. You can leave your feedback in the comment section, and I'll definitely go through them and respond to most of them. Otherwise, thank you for watching this video. You can share it. And I believe that if you feel you'd like to see more of these kind of videos, just subscribe to this channel. Till next time, goodbye.